Okay, so here we are inside having a look at just one very small little example on how I'll be sort of reviewing the pages, and we're here at the fan page of a film that I just love. It was The Expendables, the first one, which was a couple of years back. Just an all-star badass ensemble of guys. I mean, Sly was Sly. It was great to see a Brit, Jason Statham, in there. Jet Li was amazing. They were just all great, and Mickey Rourke was totally out of this world. So here we are with the page, and as you can see, they've gone ahead and they've done the sort of image here again. The full cover, a picture of Stallone there. There's another one that they had done a bit further down the page that we'll look at in a moment. So, you know, it's really different for the small business and for like a movie to go ahead and have a cover like this, because, you know, it just needs to say The Expendables and have a picture of Mr. Stallone here, and then everybody sort of, you know, knows what's going on, and so on and so forth. So I'm not going to look too much into that side of it, or even the applications for that matter. But what we're going to do is we're going to start moving down the page now. And one of the very first big great examples, and do you see at the top, you know, the timeline now sort of kicks in as you begin to scroll down. But as we move down now, this is what I like. You know, here we are on a timeline, a Facebook fan page, and the first thing that we've got is just a full video, you know, that you can go ahead and click on. No doubt via YouTube this has been done, but it's here, and there is a way to extend both images and video on a timeline, which will enable you to just take up that entire area. So if you've got something that's really aesthetically pleasing, be it as a property, a resort, a function room, you know, you're just doing sort of a how-to video, you can actually fill the entire page on your timeline, which you weren't able to do before. So we keep moving down here, and again, this is where we start hitting the areas that I just feel have become a game changer to us, the small business now, and having an ability to sell without sort of getting in people's face about doing it. You can see here is a t-shirt, and there's a code here, a promo code, and I'll come back to some of these links in a little while, because there's a couple more I want to show you. In the same breath, they're beginning to speak about the actors now, all right? So we budge down a little bit more. Here is Terry Crews, one of the other stars of The Expendables, with a fitness guru, I believe, called Jimmy Penner. So a photo again. So, you know, going from video to sale to sort of personal stuff. Now, this is what really caught my attention, because those of you who know me know that I'm really into my caps, my hats. You know, I play a lot of golf, and, you know, just even when I'm just cruising around, you will rarely see me without a hat on. So I saw this and I thought, wow, that's cool. And if you see what they've done, they've just taken the time to take an image of it, and a large image, and straight away again put it on the site. Now, when you look here, I kind of like this too. There's a date-sensitive call to action. So it says, you know, you don't need to kill anyone to get Expendables apparel and merchandise, and now you can free shipping with the code now through this. So straight away, you know, there's a call to action. But this is what I love about the new Facebook timeline. There's a link. You can just you put a photo, you say, this is what I got, this is how much it is, this is what I want you to do next, and you have an opportunity to actually click on and go to that page where you can purchase that cap. Now, just as we're sort of getting to that page and it's all loading up, there was one big observation that I wanted to show you about it, because here we are now, we're just sort of landing on the page, and this is the only slight criticism that I have. It's come to an Expendables sales page, a merchandising page, fine, great, no problem. It's got all the other different things on here, terrific. I believe it should have gone to a page that actually showed the hat. You know, the hat that we looked at, this here. Because, you know, this is the whole thing about landing pages. This is the whole thing about sort of that subconscious that we have. You know, we've looked at something, we've got excited about it, and certainly me, you know, who's really into my hats, I looked at that and I thought, fantastic. I clicked on, and I come to the shirts. Now, the only thing I'm possibly thinking about is, because at the time of my recording this video, March the 31st has expired, so it's very possible that that hat was indeed on this page, but because it is no longer available, they've taken it off. But again, you know, the deal was to have free shipping, not necessarily to say the hat wouldn't be available anymore. But if it were me, and it's a very, very small blot on an otherwise sort of positive review, is that I think this should have gone to a standalone page with the hat, and it's not difficult to do. We certainly, you know, encourage that an awful lot via our business one-page websites. This is exactly what I'm talking about. You need to ensure that you've got the opportunity to send somebody to something that is specific and it's relevant, but it also shows continuity. But like I said, a very, very small sort of criticism there. And then as you continue to go down the page, there's another picture of Sly just looking unbelievable tough with his shades on, a bit more merchandise and so on and so forth, you know. So and then of course some photos from the set itself. So I guess what I'm saying is that, you know, here we've demonstrated in a very short period of time what the new timeline can do for you as far as being able to combine your merchandise, being able to combine photos of your product, your service, your program, and while also making it hugely aesthetic and nice on the eye. And then just the final thing here, when you've got the apps, the Expendables have gone ahead with games and videos and other sort of promotions. And like I said, you know, what happens when you tend to have a big blockbuster movie like that? I mean, 1.9 million people. I mean, my word, I've to get 1.9 million people on the page would be amazing. So I hope this has helped. I hope this has given you an example of why this new timeline is so powerful, as you want to not only promote what you've got but also sell. And I look forward to speaking to you very, very soon and showing you a lot more from the Facebook Timeline Review.